Okay, so over in our Wise project here, let's go ahead and start out by making a default sound bank. So we'll do sb_main. We have that, and let's make a folder for our events. Or actually, to keep this simple, we'll just say an sb main load the default work unit for events. That way all of our events that we create will just get loaded when the sound bank loads. In our master hierarchy, I'm going to do 2 buses, one for music and one for voice. This will just allow us to do some ducking so that we can better hear the voice and it doesn't just get drowned out by the music. So I'll insert music, ensure whatever, we'll just use the default settings. Now, for the music, actually, what I did was in the asset store, there's this free, what is it called? Free game music collection. And this has got, we're looking at the adventure music. So I used these loops for this example. So you can grab those, I guess, if you'd like, or use your own music would be better. All right. So that's those. And then I have text-to-speech items that I just recorded off of a text-to-speech thing, typing in music state, whatever the music state is, pause, game state, pause, all those things. So I'm going to import those right now into our default work unit. So we've got all these text-to-speech things for testing out. And let's put these into sequence containers right now. And I'll do TTS or music state TTS for text to speech. And route that to voice. And do the same thing for this guy. Game state underscore TTS. Route it to voice. And I'll go over in a little bit why we're using sequence containers for those. But let's import our music. So I need to go into my Unity project. Go into my Unity project, my assets. I saved it into this resources folder. So we've got our adventure music and we want the loops here. So we'll go ahead and import those. I've already imported them, but just so you see. I have this temp music folder, we can put them in there. They're already here, that's fine, we'll overwrite them. So now that we have all of our music loops in, we need to figure out what each one is, and then we need to assign them a parent playlist container and then set them to loop infinitely and house all of those inside of a music switch. So I will first set up the music switch. We can call it music_main. And let's have a listen to each one of these. Actually, real quick, let me open up the multi-editor and just bump these down because I know they're going to be loud. Okay, so let's audition each one of these and see what state we want to associate them with. That sounds kind of intense. Maybe we use that as the level lose music. That's our main menu music. We can use that for level start, level win, and our pause menu music. So that will be our level lose music. This will be our main menu music. This will be a level start music. This will be our oops. This will be our level win music. And that'll be our pause menu music. Okay, now that we have these all in playlist containers, we can put them into the music main switch container. And for all of these, we need to actually assign which clip to play, and we need to set them to loop infinitely. So here in level lose, I press F10 to go to the music editor layout, interactive music. And set the loop count to infinite. Actually, I wonder if I can multi-edit for this. Maybe not. Okay. So that in there. Do that for each of these. So now we need a music state group to associate with each of these tracks. So I can go into states, make a new child state group. I'll call this music state. And it needs child states. So we have what again, main menu, pause menu, level start, level win, and level lose. That's right. Okay. And while we're here, I know we're going to need a game state also. Set that up. Okay. Whew. We have all our states set up. We should basically have everything that we need for that. Make sure to save. So let's go back to the music editor, and we want to add our new music state group here, and we can just grab all of these down here. Okay. And then drag these in one by one. This is quite tedious. Probably speed this up. So now we have those set up. We have our music states set up. So now I should be able to test that in a Soundcaster if we make an event for it. So we'll make a new event to play. Okay, now let's check out the Soundcaster. And we can check our different states here. So we have none, main menu, pause menu, out. So we need to set up our transitions. So go back to the interactive music editor layout, and we want to go over here to transitions, we have this any to any. This is just the default that it will use. We want it to go immediately. The last played segment and sync to the last exit position. Do a fade out of 1 second, offset of 0.5 seconds. And where's the fade in? Oh, here we go. Fade in, again, 1 second. We'll offset it by negative 0.5 so it crossfades nicely. And now let's do the Soundcaster. We have our pause menu, our level lose music, our level start music, level win, main menu. Okay, that's looking good. So now we want to assign these text-to-speech things to be able to play. So let's go ahead first and make a new event for each of these. And how do we want to set up this sequence container? Well, let's go back to the designer layout. That's F5, by the way. And we want the sequence to play first, telling us what state we're using.
Game state. Music state.
And then switch based on the states that we already set up. So that means that I want to take all of these state values and parent them to a switch container. Let's call this game state switch. And then assign the switch group to be the game state group. And then we need to assign what plays over here. So we have game over, gameplay, main menu, and paused. And then in our sequence container, we want to first play the game state and then play the game state switch. And we want to have a small transition in there. We want it to be continuous and have a small delay, so we can add that here. 0.2 seconds, that should sound good.
Game state.
Ooh, what's going on with that? Oh, it's because it's set to none right now. Let's go ahead and try these out here. Game state.
Game state. Game over. Game state. Gameplay.
Okay, you get the idea. So we're going to do the exact same setup in this music state, text-to-speech, get all of our state values, put them in a switch container, add them to the game state group, assign what plays for each. Oh, wrong group. We actually want to set that to the music state group and assign what plays for each switch. Okay, and then set the play mode to continuous with a delay. Get our Soundcaster up. Give this a try. Music state is at main menu. Why doesn't that work? Interesting. It's because we didn't set this up. Music state switch.
Music state. Main menu. Music state. Level start.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, I know all that's quite tedious and maybe kind of a lot to take in all at once. But now we should have everything ready to go for Unity. So I'll switch over to the sound bank view and just click generate all to generate our main sound bank. And yeah, that should be it. So we'll bring all this over into Unity in the next video, and I'll set up all of the scripting. For today, we're just going to stop it here. I mean, it's kind of a lot to take in, so make sure you've got all this stuff set up. I've got plans already today, so I'll have to continue this next week. But next week, I'll make the video where we're going to be going through how to make the Singleton Audio Manager. I'll also be making an input manager to trigger off all the text-to-speech stuff and to change the states. So next time, I will be setting all of that stuff up in Unity. In the meantime, take care, make some cool sounds, make some cool games, all that fun stuff. Bye for now.